Guys, found a really interesting trade on AMD. Looking at the monthly time frame, I really like this setup. It reminds me of the BTC broadening wedge. Look how similar it is to the AMD play. Um, we're clearly tapping off this top resistance, coming down to the bottom resistance, tapping off the top, straight back down to the bottom, and topping off and coming back up to the top. Really great buy signal from the SMC bot. So I think this flagged around $5 on AMD. Yeah, it was around $5. Insane. Obviously, I didn't take that. I wasn't using the bot at the time. But if we had have taken that, let's have a look. So $5 up to 260, so it would have been around 51x. Absolutely crazy. It wasn't even that long either. It was 10 years, 51x. So $1,000 would have returned $51,000, and $10 would have $10,000 would have returned $500,000. Absolutely insane. Really nice buy signals as well. So when we go into these bearish drawdowns, notice how not only do we bounce off the support line here, the SMC bot also gives us a buy signal just to let us know that the trend is shifting. The sell signals are going to be a little bit late. It's a lagging indicator. So it's mainly the buy signals that I'm focused on. And both times they have been phenomenal, right? We've dropped below, but we haven't hung around here for very long. The SMC bot's given a buy signal, and then we've been off to the races. Really, really, really nice. We also have this yellow top-in monthly candle that's trying to confirm as well. So notice that the last time we rejected off this orange line, we closed on a yellow monthly candle, and then we went into this bearish downtrend. Notice how the AMD monthly candle at the moment is trying to close yellow. It still has 8 days and 9 hours to confirm. So let's keep an eye on this, because if we close yellow and we get rejected off of this orange line, I would be very surprised if we don't just repeat the pattern that's been playing out time and time again, and if we don't actually just come straight back down to this trend line. So kind of repeat what happened here, right? Bounce to the trend line, push to the upside. So bounce down to the trend line, and then push to the upside. And then we've got two beautiful trades here, because we have the short to the downside, and then we have the long straight to the upside. And we also have our take profit target, right? If this broadening wedge continues, kind of similar to what I'm maybe expecting for Bitcoin over the next cycle. Very, very similar, very interesting. I think AMD is probably more likely to come back to the downside, because the SMC monthly, see the SMC monthly moving average here is way lower than BTC. BTC might struggle. We'll see where the SMC monthly is here. I think we're gonna have a different reaction because of that. But the SMC monthly here is still so low, and notice how both times we came below the monthly, and more confluence that we can actually get down to these levels before moving to the upside. I really like this. You don't see these kind of setups very often with such consistency. I really like this for a trade probably over the next 5-6 years, for two big trades there, and I would definitely be interested in accumulating some spot bags here. Also, I will say the odds are very likely that we come down here, because look how we rejected previously from this resistance line, but look at the state of this monthly candle. Like, this is pure FOMO, euphoria, AI, right? All of this money's being passed around between these different AI companies, and notice how this monthly candle just wicked out of control, and it wicked up 64% in one monthly candle. Even the previous times we had these massive pullbacks, we didn't see anything like this. The biggest monthly candle we had was this candle here, but look at the size of it compared to this one. So, even more reasons for this candle to be completely retraced at some point or another, as the euphoria dies down, as the FOMO dies down, as the AI FOMO dies down. Now, even more confluence here. What we have is the RSI on the monthly. Look here, when we had the yellow monthly candle, the RSI was completely overbought on the monthly, and then we had this lovely reset back to support down here. Lovely reset back to support. Where are we now? RSI completely overbought on the monthly. Same situation again. Yellow monthly candle rejecting off of the resistance line here. Lovely confluence that we're going to come down and have a correction here back down to the downside. It's a really nice trade. You don't see so much Confluence like this. The problem we have is there is a genuine argument for AI. It is literally replacing humans. People compare the AI crash to the dot-com bubble. I don't agree with that, and I don't think we should be comparing it to the dot-com bubble, simply because that was overhyped websites, and we're talking about AI that's literally replacing humans. And when I've done some calculations, just after a few years, an AI robot is pretty much pays for itself, right? When you're comparing to a human, it pretty much pays for itself because it works 24/7. It doesn't need holidays. It doesn't need insurance. It can work weekends. It doesn't take holidays. It's not going to have HR complaints. There's no compensation claims for injuries. When you work out the figures, it's actually scary how AI and robotics are really starting to replace humans, or could potentially replace humans over the next 5-10 years. So I think we are going to have drawdowns and pullbacks, but I don't think it's going to be a dot-com bubble burst, everything down 90%, etc. I think we are going to have these drawdowns, but I do think this AI narrative is going to continue multi-cycle. I think it's going to be around for many years, and we're probably going to see it advance and maybe even starts to work with quantum computing as well, and we see it really, really accelerate over the next 5-10 years. So I don't think it's going anywhere. I'm not doom saying I'm not trying to bring AI down. It's definitely warranted. I just think that at some point or another we're going to have a correction, and we're going to have a cool down before we go into the next rally. So I really like it. Have you seen any other charts in the AI sector that look quite like this? Because I can't find any, but I'm really interested in strong setups like this, because now I've got my resistance line. If we start closing out of this broadening wedge, I just don't short it anymore, right? So it's quite, for me personally, it's quite a low risk trade, because as long as we're under this level, I'm happy to short. But if we close above it, then this time's different, right? We're breaking out of this broadening wedge, and I don't want to be on the wrong side of that trade if we do start to close monthlies above here. But the same thing we've been saying about Bitcoin, right? I said, look, it looks like we're trying to close monthlies below this level, and as long as we're below this level, then I'm looking to short it, right? Just as we did previous cycle. We couldn't get above, we started to reject, and then we came down for a correction. And I'm still in those shorts right now. So as you can see, I'm making a lot of money on these shorts. 126% here, 51%, 828%, 354%. So we've made hundreds of thousands of dollars by shorting here. And if I can do that on AMD, happy days, right? If I can pull this off on AMD as it has a correction as well, we've got some really nice entry prices and take profit prices for next cycle. Guys, the guys in the Discord have been absolutely printing. So big up the guys in the Discord. Who is this? Sui 640%, 101% on Tau. Render 52%. This is chalky, absolutely killing it. You went into the Trump short as well. 142%, absolutely killing it. Big up Gino, 70% on that Bitcoin short. 91 old school soldier, 273% on that Solana short. Victor 526 on the Zcash short. The guys have been absolutely printing in the Discord, guys. And if you want to join us and you want to get involved, you want to see my trade setups, all the trades I'm taking, it's not just me. I also hire a professional leverage trader in the Discord, so you can see their trades here. We're tracking all of the smart money on chain in real time, so you can see what the smart money are doing on the blockchain. So this is on the crypto side of things, when they're selling Solana, when they're buying Solana. This gives us a real advantage on the market, right? Because we can see when people are going into USDC. You can see here smart money received $109,000 of USDC in the past 24 hours. So we can see that some of the smart money are actually taking more profits off the table as we speak. So if you want to join us, we're now ranked 2 on Patreon Finance. So our Discord community is ranked number 2. So yeah, we've been really, really smashing this cycle. Made a lot of money on altcoins, a lot of money on Quantum, a lot of money on BTC. I'm looking, we only really got into stock trading recently. I prefer the blockchain because I can see in real time what the smart money are doing, what the insiders are doing. You can't see that you can look into dark pools and stuff, but you can't see in great detail what the smart money are doing in real time on chain. So I feel like we have an advantage in crypto, in the blockchain, and I think that's probably why we've overperformed compared to a lot of people in the market this cycle. Stocks, you can't do that, but at least we still have TA in stocks. We still have common sense in stocks, especially when you get these massive euphoric candles, right? But yeah, definitely got an advantage in crypto. If you want to join us, guys, head over to Twitter, search this one, not the top one, search the bottom one here. Click this link and you can get involved with us. It's a monthly fee. You don't have to sign up for a lifetime or a year. If you don't like it, you can just leave after your first month. You know, if you're not finding value there, I wouldn't want you to be there anyway, right? So, you know, come in, see if it's for you. If it's not for you, you're free to leave. But, you know, many of our members have been with us for 3 years now, and you know, you can clearly see we didn't get to second on this list for any reason whatsoever. We've been performing really well, and you know, we continue to perform really well with these shorts. And I've got 2 big trade setups coming hopefully over the next few months. If BTC hits my target, which I think it's potentially going to do over the next few weeks or months, then I've got a couple more big trades that I'm looking at on BTC that I'm planning to take next into a potential bear market. Guys, none of the information in this video is financial advice. Do your own research. Investing in crypto is highly risky. You can lose all of your money investing in anything, so always do your own research first. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of these videos. And let me know if you see any more trade setups like this where we've got clear resistance, because then I can go and check with the SMC bot to see if we are getting these yellow monthly candles that have been very, very consistent for calling tops. And I'll also let you know if this confirms, right? Because we've still got 8 days, 9 hours before this yellow confirms. And if it does confirm, it's normally followed by sharp downside. See here, after it confirmed, the following months were downside, 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 which would be great for our AMD short. That's it for now, guys. Until then, I'll catch you in the next one.